Hey guys, this is Page from Beebom.com, and I've been wanting to check out the new OneUI 3.0 update since quite a long time. And well, the good news is the OneUI 3 beta is finally available in India, and I have it installed on our Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So what's new? What are the new features and changes? Let me tell you all about it in a better, precise manner. Okay, so here's the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra running OneUI 3.0 and the S20 Ultra running OneUI 2.5. And let me get this straight, OneUI 3.0 isn't exactly a visual overhaul, but there are some interesting changes to the UI. Now the biggest change is to the notification shade. This is the new notification shade, and honestly I'm not a fan of the full page shade, but it has this transparent blur background effect which I think looks cool. This whole effect is present in the quick settings too, and I've noticed that the quick settings now shows fewer toggles. The date and time are in the center, and the menu button and the power button have moved to the top, which is hard to access, to be honest. Anyway, the settings page has been refreshed too. As you can see, there are updated icons, and I noticed that the search in the settings is better now. There's suggestions, and I like that it works better even when you're spelling something wrong. Just check this out. See how the new search works better? Another UI change I like is the new volume control UI. It's more accessible because it's right alongside the volume buttons, and it also has this transparent blur look, which is cool. Now apart from that, there are also some other minor UI changes here and there. The recent screen is slightly tweaked. Some of the settings pages have been sorted all across. Now take a look at the lock screen. The clock is bolder and in the center, and as you can see, the fingerprint scanner icon has changed too. So on the OneUI home screen, there are two new features that I think are very good additions. So first up, you can now add widgets directly from the icons on the home screen. So I can just press hold on an icon, and there's this new widget option which shows me all the different size and different type widgets available for that app. I can just hit add and it will be added to the empty space. How cool is this? Now another really good feature which I've used in a lot of other skins and it's pretty handy is the ability to lock the phone with a double tap on the home screen. I mean, double tap to wake has been available in previous OneUI versions, but double tap to unlock is new and I think very handy. Now from the home screen to the lock screen. Now I already talked about the UI changes on the lock screen front, but there are some nice improved functionalities too. Now first up, widgets are now available in the lock screen. It's very easy. I can just tap on the clock on the lock screen, and as you can see, it shows me all the widgets that I have enabled. And yeah, I can even go to the settings from right here and enable more widgets. Now this is super easy and definitely makes lock screen widgets more useful. Plus there's a new digital well-being widget too, which makes sense, especially on the lock screen. Another lock screen feature getting better is the dynamic lock screen wallpaper feature. So this is the feature that changes the phone's wallpaper automatically, and now it has more categories. There's plants, cats, other animals, food, desert, etc. All pretty valid categories, you can say. Always on displays improved too. So here's the AOD settings page, and as you can see, there's an option to add images as well as GIFs on the always on display. So you can choose images from the gallery and they look something like this. It's cool. And you can choose GIFs from a number of options here, or you can go to the Samsung theme stores and get some more GIFs. Now here's a GIF example on the always on display, and I think it looks fun. Don't worry, these GIFs only animate for a few seconds and then they go static. So one of the cool new features in OneUI 3.0 is the ability to customize the layout and background of the call screen. So the phone settings has this new call background option, and as you can see, it lets you choose between the two layouts. There's also the option to set a photo from the gallery or a video as your call background. For example, I can set this as my call background because I'm just plain narcissistic. Now jokes apart, this feature is cool. Anyway, you can now edit multiple linked contacts in the phone app as well as delete duplicate contacts with a lot of ease. As for the messages app, it now has a new recycle bin where you'll find all the deleted messages. A very good addition, I think. OneUI 3 also brings some minor improvements to the camera app. So the new camera app is said to have better autofocus and better auto exposure. Now I did not notice any difference in the autofocus, but I did notice faster exposure lock, and there's also this new lock icon showing you that the exposure has been locked, so that's good. Another change I noticed is in the gallery app. So basically when you're editing a photo or a video, there's a new revert option that's very useful. Let me show you. So when I edit something in the older OneUI gallery app, there's only this reset button. So when I hit save and edit the photo again, there's no way to reset any of the changes or go back to the original file. In the new OneUI 3 gallery app, you can now edit and save a file, and you can still revert all the changes you have done, all of them. So this is great because no matter what happens, you can always get your original photo or video back, and that's very useful. So along with the new look notification shade, there are a couple of changes. So you can now basically choose between brief and detailed notifications. So detailed notifications look like this with more actions, and this is basically the usual Android notification. And the brief notifications look like this, which is basically just a small pop-up and something that has been present in OneUI. So that's the difference. And when you set the notifications to brief, you now also get the option to set the edge lighting style and more. Now, apart from that, since OneUI 3 is based on Android 11, there is the notification history option, which by the way is turned off by default, so make sure to enable it. Now, along with all the features and changes I just talked about, there are a lot of other cool stuff here and there. So in the screen recorder settings, you now have an option to hide the status and navigation bar, which is great because people will find this handy. You can now set do not disturb to work only in certain apps. So you can set it for games so that you only get the important notifications and calls. Handy. OneUI's Finder is now much better. As you can see, it looks better. It now suggests apps, settings pages, and more. Some of the options and settings have changed in the battery page. High performance mode is now called enhanced processing. And weirdly, I did not find the minimal battery usage, aka max power saving mode, in this bit. Anyway, video enhancer is now something you can turn on or off in available apps. And lastly, the Bixby Routines app, if you care about it, has been revamped with a new look, more control on routines, and better recommendations. Now, along with these changes, OneUI 3 brings all of the other Android 11 features like bubbles, better permissions, wireless Android Auto, and more. So those were the new OneUI 3.0 features, and yeah, this is kind of an iterative upgrade that just refines things. Anyway, what do you guys think of OneUI 3.0? Tell us your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this video a like, make sure to share this video with your Samsung friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. But that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.